this event, we are excited about it. So that means that right now, TJ is not one in CrossFit Games. Freedom is just running away.
All right, here at day 3, CrossFit Games. Here with the boy George.
Hey.
How you doing, George?
Good, man.
Awesome. Craig, you just dying to get out there?
Huh?
Are you just dying to get out there?
I would love to do this, man. This is like 20 seconds? Yeah, for sure.
Me, the weights in beforehand, my anxiety will go through the roof. Go! I'll be a mental mess by that point.
I'm so fired up just from the music. And then you add the CrossFit athletes and a sprint. I might just start sprinting up and down the medium.
The semi-final of the media team.
Yeah.
Her hip pocket, but he's going to be Jamie Green. Haley Adams Horvath is going to be holds up.
A big round of applause for these athletes, guys. Let's send it back with some love.
Over and over, and after a couple days of competition, I'm already lighter at feet. So it was super fun. Back in experience, amazing. Congratulations.
Your men's lead 1 for the sprint. They got a touch. Who's it going to win? It looked like Goodmanson in the lead.
Let's go. Saxon Patrick. 25.54. 5.54 to get it.
Colleen meeting all of her fans. Kevin's back in the block. Yeah. Quality content. So popular. All the texts.
It's Mom.
Oh.
My number 1 fan.
Yeah. This thing. Oh yeah.
Don't vibrate me right now.
What is this?
It's a Hypervolt Plus.
What makes it plus?
It's more powerful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Are you gonna unbox it or no?
Oh, sure. Are you waiting?
That's what we're waiting
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
I'm just...
It's like, here, you can unbox this.
They have a bunch of these at Magna. And I did not know there was a power switch on the bottom, so I thought they were all dead.
These are garbage.
I was like, man, the battery life sounds so great.
Jackie. Of course, that whole wall. Okay, so just check it. 3, 2, 1, cheese. 7 people have now come up to you.
Are you gonna, on your vlog, have a little tally?
Yeah. Okay, 8. I'm gonna update the vlog. We're at 8 people. There you go, that many. 8 people have walked up to Colleen. We're gonna keep a tally, a count on the screen. You'll see it. That many. We're at 12. These are tallying how fast.
I know, right?
There are a lot. 14. 16. 3, 2, 1. We're at 17. This number's going up rapidly, right when Colleen took off her sun hat.
Here we go. Awesome. Fun. We gotta start saying numbers afterwards. Start hurting people's feelings.
Sorry.
Come on, man,
sweating. It's hot in here. I've lost count at how many people have now come up.
39.
39. What? Holy crap. Wow. Yeah, that number grew real fast. Yep.
Oh, I gotta show Connor this thing.
Coliseum time. Gonna watch the heavy clean.
I did tell. I was talking
A
to
little sad that Colleen can't do that. The heavy clean. Yeah.
really sad too.
Yeah. Kevin said too.
Really sad actually.
Well, and her
It's
PR is
kinda
like 20
disappointing.
pounds heavier than everyone else. That's
God, that's so dumb.
I think you actually think I am
Also on the radar, Shane Martin
Your leg with the dumbbell. It's going to be 55 pounds for the women. Not
So currently there's just a ton of traffic getting out of the parking lot of the CrossFit Games, and not really that surprising. But I thought right now would be a great time to do some daily recap. Really fun day actually. Started off well. Got to see George Sterner. He was sitting sidelines watching the sprint go down in the morning. Basically lost track of him after that, but it was cool to see him. Cool to catch up with him. Yeah, I talked to him about like how everything was working out and how the cuts were, and I mean, much like he is, definitely leans more positive when it comes to it relative to me. I'm more skeptical, and he just said, like, you know, this is just how CrossFit works now. This is how the cuts work, and you just gotta adapt and react and do your best. I can admire that, so it was cool to see that. I actually thought the sprint events were cool, especially the team. I actually thought the team relays were really fun to watch, actually more so than the individuals. And I usually would say team events to me are very, very boring relative to individual, but I think that one, the team actually took the cake. Yeah, the second event, or the seventh event overall, the second event of the day, was that weird workout where they were doing dumbbell snatches but with a split in the middle, and it just looked like a dumb movement. Like, I've never really even seen that in programming. It looked barbaric and stupid. And the judging was so sporadic. Sometimes both feet had to move, but clearly some athletes were only moving their back foot. And yeah, there was just a lot of discrepancy with the judging. Both the dumbbell snatch and the dumbbell clean both had to be split, and I just thought that was a dumb movement. It was really cool to see Frazier win that event. He did not get the point separation that he wanted after that event, just because Noah Olson got second. He clearly was trying to root on BK to get second, just to give him that 20-point spread. That was really cool to see. It was cool to see Noah come back on BK. The thing I give Noah Olson a ton of credit for is the fact that that guy, no matter what, sticks to his own plan. He never gets caught up in what the guy next to him's doing, and I definitely can admire that. Just any sport really, like even swimming, like I used to do. You never wanted to get caught up in someone else's race, and Noah Olson is really good at staying in his own head and like doing his race plan. A lot of admiration for Noah Olson. He's still got the lead over Frazier by I think 25 points, I believe. Tia's killing it. She won the lift off. She won the event before that. She's in a league of her own once again. If I had to give my 2 cents, I think Frazier will win it again, and I think Olson will get second. I just think the gap between first, second, and then third, or second to third, is just too big for anyone to catch those two. Frazier's always a safe bet, and it is so dark you cannot see me. Oh, in terms of the lift off from an entertainment perspective, I thought that was very boring. I like the old way where like everyone's out on on the Coliseum floor. Everyone's doing a lift. People are kind of sizing each other up, going for different weights. I think they had 3 attempts, and like, yeah, it was just fun for people to like, oh, that guy's doing 380, well, I'm gonna do 382, and like just playing that mental game. I think that was way more fun. Waiting for each person to lift and then all that stuff, I just thought it was so boring. And then to speak on the whole cuts thing, the amount of girls that could not do that first weight, and the camera's rolling away from me, the amount of girls that could not do the first weight in those early weights was pathetic. And I thought it showed how bad the cuts are for the sport. The people that are strongest at lifting and doing all that stuff weren't able to even compete. Don't get me wrong, Tia is amazing at lifting and she's very, very good and she deserved that win. But Danny Spiegel, Colleen Fotsch, Sarah Sigmundsson, like all those big names and those girls that can lift a shit ton of weight weren't able to even be there. And it just looked dumb. All these people missing on the first and second weight. Either CrossFit started too high or it was just, the cuts just don't make any sense. And I absolutely loved how Tia Toomey during her interview said, every girl that's been cut deserves to be there. And I agree. But to a certain point, I think it should have been stopped being cut at 40, which I think it used to be the regular field. Everyone above 40 really didn't really need to be there. Like, I think instead of bringing all the international people in, they should do an international event maybe elsewhere during the year where people from around the world get to come. But doing it at the CrossFit Games, which is supposed to show like the greatest of CrossFit athletes, it's just not the time to have them there. But yeah, I mean, to stop the tangent, I had a fun day. It was a lot of fun hanging out with Colleen, Evan, and Kevin. I think we were keeping a tally. I probably lost track, but we were trying to see how many people wanted a picture with Colleen. And I think it got upwards of like 38, maybe even into 40. So that was really cool. It's just really cool to see how many fans Colleen has and how many people she inspires and stuff like that. And much like myself and our whole family, every one of her fans that comes up is so proud of her and is so like happy they got to watch her. And I mean, obviously wish she could be still competing, but I mean, you do what you can. So yeah, heading into Sunday, still gonna be vlogging. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna stay until the end of the games tomorrow, just so I can start driving home to Chicago and get to the family. And yeah, that is all. Done with my games day 3 recap, and I will see you guys tomorrow.